Leaving Elachee. Got it behind me. We're filming in 60p, 1080 60p. So we're gonna see how much better this looks than previous attempts. There's some day hikers coming up behind me, so
I want to look like an idiot.
too late. But yeah, we're on the little sidewalk portion, just getting ready to go on to the dirt. Rained a little bit over here, so looks like we're gonna have actually good trail conditions, I think, that way. So make our way around. Got the ULA Ohm on my back. A little bit of grass walking through. Probably about 18 pounds. Probably total close to 18, 20 pounds on me. Fairly light. That's what a couple of bottles of water, probably 2.5 pounds of water. I got a 20 ounce and a 24, so should be about right. Yeah, probably a little bit muddy in places today because some showers came through a little while ago. And I'm in the La Sportiva Wildcats. So we'll see how that goes. Anxious to get, I've got a little bit of dirt time in them. Anxious to do so a little bit more. See how I like them over the boots. I think maybe for summertime they're gonna be good, so we'll see. So what we're gonna do, we've come around here. We're gonna make our way over to the West Lake Loop. It's gonna take us all the way back and then back around. So kind of just getting started. Gonna make our way up the trail here and make our way all the way down to the lake and back. Last time I did this was roughly 6 miles worth of walking. 5, probably 5-ish. Well, 6 for the day, so that includes miscellaneous walking around stuff that I get picked up on my app. But get out here to the the West Lake Loop, take that out to the lake, pick up the east and come back. Good bit of water came in earlier today, I think, and probably last night. We had some storms last night. But the trail's not really muddy here. It's just nice and tacky, so it's just nice. Alright, so I'm out on the West Lake Trail. As I said, it's rained a little bit, so the trail's kind of beat down real nice, kind of soaked in. Making my way down to the lake. Alright, we're at the intersection with the Dunlap Trail.
I should be doing that one since I have Dunlap,
But I'm not doing that one. We just came from that way. So continuing on to the lake. Nice stream here. Really nice. Good views. It's going to be interesting to see how 1080 60p is going to look. Which is kind of the point of this, filming all this. See how much better it does with action and walking and all that stuff. So we'll see. In the meantime, got to keep moving. All right, we're at the bridge, the big bridge. We've already crossed a footbridge, but this is the big bridge. That's kind of a shortcut. Cuts over to the east loop. Just not too far over there. We're going to go up these steps, continue on to the lake. So that's where we're headed. So I have no idea what it was, but down there is the creek. Something just made an awful lot of noise down there. Like something beating on something or traipsing, maybe traipsing through the mud. I thought maybe it was human, but don't know. Maybe a deer got caught in a mud pit somewhere. I don't know. It was loud. Probably human. I mean, there's some construction way out in the distance, but I don't hear any other noise now, so it sounds like something kind of got caught in some mud or trampling through water or something. I don't know.
Maybe it was a squatch. You never knows, man. Brian still may have some family out here.
Alright, made it to the picnic table, the kiosk. I'll sit here and have a Cliff Bar. Real humid, especially down by the creeks, but up on the ridge tops there's been some breezes and it's actually been kind of cool. So that's nice. The spot here gets a little bit sunny, as you can see. So hopefully don't shift around too much. I'm sitting on the shady side of the table. But probably 2.5 miles from the car. Not terribly far. Tired though, so I gotta get, still got strength to build. Sitting at just under 1,000 feet elevation here, which is something. Looking at my step counter, see what I got for a day. 6,000, 2.7 miles, so that's about right. So make our way around to the lake, which is that way. Very humid, sweating a lot. The next stop, I probably won't stop at the lake because it's close. Make my way around to the next kiosk and picnic table, which is where the cut trail comes through, and then make my way back to the car at Elachee. Alright, leaving the kiosk area here, heading for the lake. West Lake Trail. Still on the West Lake Trail. Took a lot of time here, probably shouldn't have taken that long, but time to go. So, that's a huge pine right there. I think if you went across the diameter, it's well over 2 feet, possibly 3 feet. There's quite a few of them down in here that are a good size. There's one right there in front of me. These are huge. Kind of reminds me of the ones back home in Florida. They get really big like that. Check out this. Tons of ground cedar. Really nice. Got a footbridge, boardwalk, if you will. I'm going to spend a lot of time working on this. Needs a little bit of maintenance, but clearly it floods down in here. As you can see, debris. You have the debris. It clogs the creek, but eventually it pushes on. We. Let's smack any ticks that might be hanging around, waiting to jump down on me. But yeah, nice little footbridge. It's a little bit moist, so it's kind of slick, but yep, making our way. All right, made it to the lake. We got to go back around to the other side of the park. It's exposed, as you can see, and it's hot. So, making our way across this earthen dam. Across the street there is where the old Ag Center Trail used to be. city decided, or Gainesville, or Hall County 1 decided to put a schoolhouse over there. And they gave Sorba some money in exchange for it, which was nice. So, we got money.
They got a schoolhouse for the kids.
Do it for the children. Do it for the kids. So we did. Yeah. We're not stopping here. But if we did,
Good place to stop, is any.
got a nice pavilion that you can get up under. Some maps. Oh yeah, we're making our way to that kiosk right down there and back into the woods where it's considerably cooler. All right. All right, we're on the east trail. Came across the bridge there, and this tree right here with the orange blaze on it, one of the more interesting trees, because it kind of comes out and then kind of just goes up. So, yeah, kind of cool. All right, heading down the east side
To a deluxe apartment in the sky.
All right. Made it to the next kiosk. Girl just left here with her dog. That trail there goes back over across the bridge. It's the way I came from. Oh, yeah, starting to feel it. About 4.5 miles so far. I gotta keep going until I get over the 4 miles before I need to start getting tired at like 8. But heading back, we start hitting a little bit more terrain. Coming up this way was a long climb, long straight climb, probably 1/4 mile of just straight up, not real steep, but up. The rest of this way is kind of like when I first came in. A lot more terrain, a lot more elevation gain, which makes this, if you park, do all the little trails before you get here, or do at least a section of little trails before you get down here, you know, you get about roughly 6 miles to get back to the car. So that's a good little loop. I think if you got out here and could do 2 loops a day, you'd have pretty good training for an AT if you were doing AT type stuff. Because this terrain is similar, at least closer you get to Elachee, because the closer you get to Elachee, the more you're getting into ravines and bigger hills and things like that. Bugs haven't bothered me till I got over here on the East Lake Trail. Now they're kind of bothering me a little bit. On the other side, I even forgot to put on any DEET, and this really wasn't getting bothered at all. Maybe just because it's hot, you know, and they're all like, you know, we got time. We'll just wait till it cools down, and then we'll go looking for people. So there's a yellow jacket. Thought I felt something buzzing around me. You need to go. You need to go, and go now. Don't like that. All right, rest here a few more minutes, take in some water, and then I'm gonna head on. Making my way down to the creek down here. Bugs are starting to bother me. I put some DEET on my ears. I still got one that wants to hang around my ear. We'll see. Trail's kind of nice and smooth, bench cut on this section here. I think eventually it's going to go down across this creek. Memory serves me correctly. I can see trail on the other side of the creek across from me here. I think that's going to make its way back around behind Elachee, which is what I did last time. So I'm just going to kind of reverse what I did the last time I was here. Seems reasonable. But it's been a good hike. It's been hot. Gotten a cool breeze on occasions, which I appreciated very much. All right, on the Ed Dodd Trail. Last little section before we get to the car. Got a big old tree here. This is a little area here. Picnic tables. Big old tree. I believe this to be a poplar tree, though I could be wrong. Very humid. Stopping to wipe my brow.
It's so humid.
But especially down in the bottom here. Creek is not far from us. It just gets really, really humid down here. But trail's nice. Nice and smooth down here. But we got to go back up to the top. If you look up there, that ridge up there, essentially, that's where we got to go, because that's where Elachee is. Nice down here by the creek. Give you a shot. Imagine that feels great. Real tempting to get in on that. So good. But we got to go that way. All right, back at the car. Right there. Good long hike. Check my step counter. Expecting it to be about 6, 5.7-ish. So, yeah, Subaru parking only apparently right there. All right, see what we get. 5.3, if this is right. So, I guess the last time I did this, I probably did a little bit more walking around, getting ready than I did this time. So, 5.3 is not bad. We're done. Time to head to the house.